Yo, we back at it again, finally. Back in the kitchen, cooking in the lab. It's episode 33 of the Wrap Up Podcast. Yo, brother, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good, man. What about yourself, bro?
Man, I'm just glad we finally back at it. It's been a lot going on, but we back cooking. We back in the kitchen.
Still on that remote
Back,
life?
yeah, man, yeah. Still on the remote live. We apologize for our audio issues. We still doing it remote. But we got to get the people what they want. We know a couple of people are saying, man, when you going to bring the show back? We ain't dead yet. We still cooking. And, yeah, we are still remote. But we going to tackle these obstacles one at a time.
No doubt.
Man, so it's been a lot going on. Um, we missed a lot over the last few weeks. But the most recent thing that I want to talk about is the passing of your uncle, Uncle Witherspoon. Pops, Pops Witherspoon
Yeah, you
passed
know that was my
away
guy,
this
man.
week.
That was my
Man,
guy.
I know, dog. I know. That was a tough one. That was a tough one. This is uh, a industry that hits home because you really felt like you grew up with this man. He made you laugh the entire way.
Yeah, I
Whether
agree.
it was whether it was Boondock or Friday or the Wayans Brothers show, or I mean his house party. His
It's your boomerang.
resume speaks for itself. Boomerang, of course, Boomerang. Man, his resume speaks for itself. It spans decades, and he was nonstop funny. If you casted John Witherspoon, you were going to laugh. He never tried to do too much. He knew his role. He knew the right amount of seasoning that he was going to bring to the cookout for whatever piece that he was bringing. It always fit because he meshed so well with so many different other actors, man. And
Absolutely.
his death is going to hurt. It's going to hurt for a while because it it touched so many people, so many different generations. I mean, like you said, his his track record spanned decades. So he was able to, influence or make an impact on, teenagers, Generation X, hell, some baby boomers, the millennials. It was so many different generations he impacted because of the roles in the movies that he was in, man. So this one hurt. This
Yeah,
one definitely
and
hurt.
even the cats that he worked with and wrote for and inspired, going from Richard Pryor to Robin Williams, and later on in life with the Sean and Marlon Wayans, and getting
Yeah,
ready to do the Friday after Friday after Friday, so man,
yeah.
that was a
And
tough one
then the
because
Boondocks
yeah,
reboot.
and then the
He was about
Moondocks
to
was
be a
supposed
part
to
of that.
read. Yep, absolutely. And this one was hard because there wasn't any news of him being sick. Saw him on an interview. He looked healthy. Saw him on a
Yeah,
YouTube clip a couple of days before the passing. He was healthy. And you just you never know when, man.
you definitely don't. You definitely do not. So this one caught me by surprise. I didn't sick, or at least I didn't hear or read any reports that he was sick. So the fact that they was just like, yeah, man, John Witherspoon passed away, 77, I wasn't ready for it. So it definitely kind of blindsided me. With his passing, do you still move forward with the Boondocks reboot?
Yeah, you can. It depends on how many they already have in the tuck. I don't even know if they started
Yeah,
the production for it. If not, it's a way that they can still spin it. Because from what I read, the plot was centered a little bit more around Uncle Ruckus and his crew. That's those are completely different than what we saw on Adult Swim. So it's a whole different
okay,
idea and everything. So they may be able to do it in a way where they may, some shows are bold now where they pay homage through the actual death in real life. They kill off
yeah,
the
that's
character and
yeah,
have a moment about it. And with that said, even if he's not in all of them, his voice is so iconic and doable by a lot of people. I wouldn't mind if they had the right person to take over the role as long as his essence was
Mm,
still there.
I don't know if I want nobody else playing Granddad. I mean, you would have to be. You would have. I mean, you're right. He does have a very distinct and iconic voice. That so much so that people they try to mimic it. You know. So I mean, it's definitely something that people can do. But I don't know. I don't know if I want somebody trying to portray Granddad. I like your idea before, where they pay their respect. The episode was like you. Something that I think they can do that in good taste and it still come off very genuine. It doesn't seem like it's comedic, and I know they're not going to make fun,
Yeah.
at the expense of his death. They
Hmm.
definitely wouldn't do that. But I like that idea more than I like somebody trying to come in and play Granddad.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see that. Yeah.
I like that,
But that was a tough one,
but it's
man.
man, it's very tough, man. And it was he was in so many different things. So that's why I mean, shoot, he was in music videos too. If you
Yeah.
think about it, I mean, it was he crossed over into some music genres as well because he was just that well liked. He was that well loved. He was that funny.
I told my
So
brother.
this is
I told
yeah.
my brother I got two left, man. So after John Witherspoon, all I got left is Bill Cosby and Eddie Murphy, man. Then after that, I don't know what I'm gonna do, man.
I was about to say we gonna get you a padded room, dog.
Man, I got two left.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. And who would have thought that it would have been John Witherspoon over Bill?
Yeah.
Bill pushing 90.
No, Bill is what, 82? He 82 and he was
I don't know why I
77.
thought he was older than that.
Nah, I believe he's
Yeah,
82 somewhere around there. I know
yeah, yeah. So yeah,
you
they
can't
not
check your
far apart.
Googles right now.
Right? Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, yeah.
And
Won't be doing that.
I'm scared to touch any of these chords.
Don't
Everything
touch
go
them.
off.
Oh man.
No, but I believe when he
Yeah,
went
man.
in,
But
he
it,
was 81, I want to say. Bill was 81.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That sounds about right. I think you're right. Yeah, so you're right. It's not a huge span in time in between those two legends. But yeah, man, John Witherspoon, rest in peace, man. He made us laugh for a long time, a
Long
very
time.
long time. And man, and even though even though he's gone, it's gonna be so many people. I mean, like we said, he impacted so many different bodies of work and so many different lives and so many different other actors and actresses and writers. People will still start to, you know, pay homage to his essence,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but he's another one where you kind of get that feel where it's like, man, did we really give him his roses while he was here? And I don't know if we did.
I think
I
I,
don't
I,
know if we did.
I think we kind of did, but it had to wait to the latter half of his life for him to get those accolades. I was watching
Yeah.
the Incredible Hulk or something. He was even on that, like the old Bill Bixby joint. He was on that.
Oh,
So
word?
my man been around for a long time, and
Yeah, he's definitely been doing it.
some people just grab acclaim later in life. But I believe while he was here and the height of his popularity, I believe that the hood rightfully gave him his respect. I don't know if the comedic world at large, outside of black comedy, gave him his due, or those that respect
Yeah.
game. But I know for a fact I believe the hood we gave him his just due. You couldn't go nowhere without saying coordinate, bang, 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 whatever. Show stayed
Right.
on TV, still on TV.
Love going bang, bang, bang.
For real,
He gave us
man.
so many dope one-liners, man. He gave us some great quotables
Yeah,
for sure.
absolutely.
He gave us some great quotables, man. Rest in peace to Pops Witherspoon.
Yep.
Hey, that's a tough one, man. It's gonna stick with us for a minute.
Yeah.
So it ain't no easy transition out of Pop's dying, but I did go to the Bulls game yesterday,
Okay.
and the NBA season is well underway.
Well underway.
Um, so we'll get to the entire NBA because a lot been going on. Cat and Embiid, the new look Lakers, the new look Clippers, and it's a lot going on. These rookies is balling. But I want to start. I want to be biased. I want to start with our Bulls, man.
Yeah.
We have some glaring issues that we need to get together now. I'm not panicking. By no means do I want to take this as a panic. I'm not panicking. And I don't expect a ton out of the Bulls. I want us to get like 30, 35 games. I'll be happy with that because that shows growth.
Yeah.
But, man, we are super suspect on defense.
Turnstiles.
We are super suspect on defense. And I think we got too many hands in the pot in the backcourt. Too many hands in the pot. Sometimes Chris Dunn is the guy. Other times it's Kobe White. A lot of the time it's Satoransky. And their play styles are so vastly different that no matter who you put around them or who you put on the floor with them, you have to almost adapt and change your style to the way that they play. I mean, and sometimes you got Zach handling the ball. I think we really need to cut down, or we need to get a solidified rotation of who's going to be that floor general when it's time for us to say, okay, you the point. Too many hands in the pot in that backcourt for me.
Dunn needs to be the odd man out. He's not bringing you a lot offensively.
I agree.
And his defense has
At all.
lapsed because of him trying to match what Kobe is doing offensively. He needs to be the odd man out. I don't mind Satoransky starting at point right now, but at some point you're going to have to inject Kobe in there. But if Kobe becomes point, I can't have Kobe at point being shot first Kobe, which he is right now.
Yeah.
If he's in he probably won't pair often in the backcourt with Levine because Levine has more of a passing sense at this stage than Kobe. But once Kobe figures out how to have that, let me set up and get, because he can get his bucket whenever he wants to. He's that type of player.
Mm-hmm.
But his role is to set up Zach, set up Laurie. But if you coming in and you firing 13 shots, and we ain't even in the fourth quarter yet, you ain't doing nothing but shooting.
Yeah. And we know he's a score first guard. He's a score first guard at UNC. So I'm okay with that. But he's got to understand, he's got to find his peak in the game. I don't want him to lose his aggressiveness. I like the fact, and I love the way he attacks the defense because he can catch defenses off guard with, he's very quick. He's quick
he is.
On and off the ball. So I like that. And he's not falling in love with the outside shot. He much rather attack the rim, which I like.
But the team as a whole needs to attack the rim. It's too many threes for me right now.
You think he's shooting too many trades?
Yeah.
I like his shot selection. At least over the last 2-3 games, I've liked his shot selection.
No, not him in general, the team at large.
Oh, you're talking about the team. Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Because last night they was firing up.
Yeah.
And the lane was wide open.
Yeah. It was. And that's where Wendell Carter can come in and settle you down. Thaddeus Young, too. I don't like the fact that Lauri Markkanen hasn't been in the game at the end of game.
I saw that yesterday.
I don't understand why he hasn't been in the fourth very much. Not really feeling that or understanding it, I should say.
And he's no more than a defensive liability to Zach. And he may be better.
Yeah. I mean, one thing that I definitely liked yesterday when I'm watching him, his help side defense is definitely grown.
Oh, yeah.
His help side defense is grown. He's bulked up, and people not just pushing him around. If you're gonna score on Lowry, in the post, you're gonna fill him. He's not just gonna let you come waltz in and get an easy two. So I do like that. But I tell you who our biggest defensive liability is Luke Cornett. You talk about a
Yeah,
turnstile. He a turnstile and a doormat at the same time.
and
I watched the Pistons run him all game. As soon as he came in, it was just like, all right, attack him.
and it's
It was
crazy
terrible.
because Boylan and the boys are living with that because of his IQ on offense, and that sometimes it's needed when Sadaransky or Arch or Archyakin, whatever Arch is not in the
Yeah,
game. His passing ability is top notch for his position, but he may have to chill out and let Baby Tyson come in so we can have some defensive prowess there in the Gafford, man.
yeah, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all, man. I really want to. I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be mad if we moved Dunn. I wouldn't be mad if we moved Dunn altogether. But he definitely needs to be playing more too right now.
Yeah,
He needs to be playing more too. I have like Otto's game though. Otto Otto been hooping.
yeah. Otto and Thaddeus, they're just pros, man. They just know the game.
Yeah, yeah. It's like you almost got to feel like they've been veterans since like year 2 or 3 in the league.
And then what? Otto is what, year six? I want to say, and Thaddeus what, 8 or 9, something like that.
Yeah, yeah. I think that might be. Yeah, you might be right. 8 or 9, something like that.
Yeah, but I'm like you. If we get 35 from the Bulls, I'm good with that. I'd rather see a
Yeah,
seventh and eighth seed, even though they'll get bounced in the first, just so they can have
yeah,
like the original baby Bulls had. They had to get through that hump first, but if we're not
yeah,
ready, I understand that. But I would rather see a 7, 8 seed, and 35 may get you that. Who knows? But
yeah.
yeah,
We
I'll be
definitely
able to live
dropped some
with that.
winnable games early.
Yeah, I'll be able to live with that. And
We
you would think the record would be better with how soft the schedule has been, but it's the
yeah,
beginning of the year, so it take a long time as well for teams to click. So they got to the middle part of November for me to really see what the squad had looked like. Maybe for early part of December.
yeah. We dropped some very winnable games, especially with a soft schedule because now it gets rough. We got the Lakers, we got the Rockets.
Yeah,
So so we got some tougher games coming up. We haven't closed games well. The game that we lost to the Knicks was
Cleveland.
tough. Cleveland, we haven't closed it. We have not closed out well, and those type of games are the ones that you're going to need to get to hit that 35-40 mark. You
Yep,
know,
I
so
agree.
the fact that we dropped those games kind of hurt, but it's early. It's definitely early. And man, but shoot, other than the Bulls, I know I wanted to get my Bulls out the way, especially because I had a chance to watch them in person yesterday. Got us a dub. But the NBA has been exciting. Definitely been seeing some good hoops early. Um, the the rookies looking very nice right now.
Yeah, even
I'm
Cam
definitely
is
liking the
looking
way they're
nice too,
looking.
man. Radish is looking real good in Atlanta.
Radish is hooping. Tyler Hero from Miami is hooping.
He may be a rookie of the year right now.
If you had to call it today, I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah,
John Morant is looking good.
he's looking
I
good.
like the way he's looking. Um, who else is out here hooping? Oh man, I just had another one. Kobe not playing bad, but
No, he's not playing bad at
dang it.
all.
Who else? Who else? Who else? I just missed one.
Oh,
I
dude
can't
from
think.
oh my goodness, what's his name? For the Knicks, just playing well. Porter Jr. He's playing well.
Okay.
Um, even
Yeah, he
Michael
looked
Porter
okay.
had a
I
good look
haven't
game
watched
his
him.
first game out, man.
He did. He did. Yeah, I had the only Knicks game that I watched was the one against us.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, but it's been some really good play by the rookies early. They're not out there doing too much. They don't look overly excited. They don't look like the stage is too big for them.
hmm
And especially with a majority of these guys being young, one and done, you know,
hmm
a few sophomores in there. But a lot of these guys came in and they was just like one and done. And we still haven't seen the most coveted rookie in his first game, which is Zion.
Hmm.
I know he's going to be sidelined for a little bit, but he should still come in and be able to make an impact right away.
I think
But we know
these
he will.
these summer runs have helped a lot of these rookies. You know, like the Hines
Oh,
and
for
at
sure.
UCLA, those that selected to go play with Kobe. Like when you go to those particular, I don't want to call them camps, but those day runs, you're running with NBA
Yeah,
players and European players, cats that has some weight in terms of being pros. So that can't do anything but expand your game quickly, and you know that's a good sight. Like back in the days, they had the summer tournaments that Mike and all of them played in, but they kind of shut those down because of injuries. But the summer runs at
right.
LA Fitness in New York and over there at
And Rico
UCLA,
Hines and
yeah, and Kobe
yeah,
down in Santa Barbara, man. Those leagues, or not leagues, but those runs that they're having, they're learning pretty much on the job with pros. You know, you learning from James Harden, you learning from Carmelo,
yeah,
you learning from Russ. You and Rico has some of everybody out there. Harold is out there, you
yeah,
know. So just names. So you're learning from these cats, just picking their brains. So now when you're in the NBA, you have to acclimate yourself to the vastness of the crowd, but the tempo, the flow, and what you need in terms of toughness, you've kind of already established in these summer runs.
yeah, yeah. Because you already been out there getting into it. You know that's a good point. That as to where now maybe the stage doesn't feel as big because you done been on the court with a few stars already. You
Yep.
know they just gave you some knowledge and dropped some jewels on y'all. So that's a very good point. That's a real good point right there. And it's been exciting basketball though. I've definitely been enjoying the these first 5-7 games of the season so far. Um, the Cats, the Carl Anthony Towns and Joel Embiid scuffle that we just had
Oh my
was
goodness,
was a
man.
bit interesting.
Cat didn't want none of that
Oh
smoke,
man, but
man.
man, what I don't understand is for as well as Carl Anthony Towns to be playing right now, you got a good chemistry and you looking real cognitive on your team. I don't understand why you messed that up. Boy, you out here averaging like 30 and you really been getting ridiculed these last couple years, how people like saying you shying away and how you taking a back seat to Andrew Wiggins and
Hmm.
now you come out here and you firing, you hooping. And you do something like I mean, it wasn't even that hard of a foul. I mean, it was super ticky tack. They ought to let their emotions get in the way
But
and
you
cost
know,
you 2 games. I know it's 2 games, but come on, dog.
Embiid been coming at him for a long time, man. Been coming at him
He
for a
has.
long time, saying he's soft. And then, Embiid being Embiid, he went and when Jimmy was in Philly, Jimmy gave all the smoke to him. Told him everything about how I
Yeah.
guarantee you Jimmy badmouthed him. So now we in the
Oh, you
game.
already know he
I'm
did.
about to see how tough you are. My man says you're not tough. Let me see how Cat showed that he's not that tough. He scuffled,
Yeah.
but Embiid, after all that, when he was laughing and flexing, he knew what gonna come of it. That's what was funny to me. I'm gonna get into your head so much that I know nothing is gonna come of it because you're not that dude. So I'm not afraid of that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was definitely you know Jimmy fueled this fire for sure. You know he did. But it's like, man, I I don't know. I don't know if it was worth 2 games.
No, I don't even
Not
think I
not
don't
with
even
the
think they
way
should have
not with
got
the way your
suspended.
team is playing.
I don't think they should have got suspended because we've seen
I'm
worse than
surprised
that.
Ben didn't get. I'm surprised Simmons didn't get suspended.
He was just holding them
I thought he
down,
would have got a
man.
game or two. That man had him in the chokehold.
So he got to
That
be
was a
ready for
legit
new smoke
chokehold.
when they play again. So Jimmy Ben has to be ready for that because I don't even think when Shaq and Brad Miller had they joint that spilled it to the crowd. I don't think that was a different day in time. Never mind. That
Yeah,
Malice in the Palace
yeah,
changed
but
all that.
for sure. That was everything was over with after that.
Yeah, but I think you just fine them hard. Fine them both 25K and just let them play the next game, man. It wasn't that malicious. I can see if punches were thrown and it became a melee, but they just wrestled and tussled on the ground. That's playoff basketball, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. Yeah, that's I could see that. It just seemed like it came out of nowhere and it was over nothing. This is deeper. This is definitely a little bit more personal. I don't really think it
Yeah, it's
had
personal.
anything to do with the small little foul that transpired on the actual court.
So now
This is these niggas.
the league is probably gonna enforce something with social media because this is where it stems from.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. And then it's they're gonna keep a close eye on this one because they know it's bad blood now. You know, this ain't nothing. This ain't just no fly by night. All right, they fight and then it's over with type of thing. They definitely looking out for this one the next time it come around for sure.
So who you got coming out the East and the West? I know it's still early, but we can kind of see teams taking form. I'll let you know mine right now. Ain't nobody rocking with them Clippers. If the Clippers can stay healthy and get Paul George back, ain't nobody rocking with the Clippers, man. I'm sorry.
They look very good defensively,
That's
even
that's the
without
thing.
Paul George.
That's the
And Paul
thing.
George is maybe what a top three, easily top five defender in the league.
Yeah.
So yeah, I see that. I definitely see that. I don't know, man. It's, the Clippers is an easy one. Clippers is an easy one to
Yeah.
say.
I'm not
So
sold on
yes,
the Lakers.
Clippers, they'll make the playoffs.
Yeah. They'll make the playoffs.
Yeah. So they're a playoff team for sure. So let's get the easy ones out of the way in the West. So we got both teams in LA. We got the Lakers and the Clippers.
Yeah. Houston,
Um, give me Houston for sure. I still like Denver. I like
Denver,
Portland.
Utah.
I like Utah.
That's what. How many is that? Six.
That's it.
San
I like San
Antonio.
Antonio still.
Yeah, San
I like San
Antonio.
Antonio still. And I still, I don't know. The last one is tough because I like what um, Memphis is doing, but I don't know if they can squeak that out.
Yeah, I don't think Memphis ready yet.
So even though I don't think they're playing very good right now, but I like Sacramento.
That's my dark horse. Is Sacramento. That's my
They're not
dark
playing
horse.
well right now, but I like Sacramento. I like Sacramento.
I
They're not
can
playing
even
very good
see.
basketball at the moment, but
I can even see a healthy Dallas making that last spot.
I'm not mad at Dallas. They lost a close one yesterday
Mm-hmm.
um, to the Lakers, and Luka looks very good.
Yeah,
Porzingis looks healthy.
because there's a spot up for grabs now with Golden State not having
Yeah,
anyone,
Golden State is out.
and they already put the
Yeah,
restriction on Green, so Golden State's out.
they said they already looking and starting to scout top draft picks. So yeah, they're getting ready to fall, and they're going to fall fast.
That's what the
Phoenix
Bulls
ain't
prevented.
dead. I don't believe in them, but Phoenix definitely ain't dead.
They're entertaining, very
They
entertaining.
are. But they've been entertaining for the last couple of years.
True.
I mean, to me anyway. They're young, and they make silly mistakes. They give up easy runs because the defense isn't there. Them losing DeAndre Ayton is going to hurt.
Yeah,
He needs to
that's a lot
hurry
of
up and
games.
appeal. That's a ton of games. 25 games is a lot. I think he'll appeal and they drop it down. They may cut that in half.
I can see that. I can see that.
I, I think they end up probably cutting that in half.
So what you got in the East? So we got Philly, we got Boston,
Yeah,
we got I don't want to say Brooklyn yet.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. So Philly, Boston,
I like
Milwaukee.
Miami.
What you say?
I like Miami.
Yeah, I like Miami too. I like Miami.
I like Miami. I like Brooklyn. Brooklyn was a playoff team without Kyrie. You add Kyrie in there with Dinwiddie,
Yeah,
Terrence LeVert,
yeah.
what's my big boy in the middle? Allen.
He on the bench now,
Give
so
me Brooklyn.
he got bench for DJ.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah, 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 yeah.
which isn't bad, to have that type of
No,
energy coming
yeah,
off the bench. That's not bad. So you have like
right. I
five,
mean, because
six. You can go.
right, I mean, because it gives you a defensive presence when DJ ain't in the middle.
That's true.
So I'm good with that.
So you have five or six solid teams that you know are going to make it. So now it's that seventh and eighth spot. That's where it get tricky with not New Orleans. I'm sorry, with Detroit and the Chicago's of the world, the Charlottes. Those teams that
Indiana,
I think Indiana's going to be a solid,
I think Indiana
playoff
and
team.
Toronto is still solid.
I
I
forgot
think
about
Indiana
them.
and Toronto make that. I
Yeah,
think it's only one team.
it's one spot.
That eighth spot.
Yep, it's
Yeah,
one
it's
spot.
just the eighth spot to me, which is where you might get a Chicago or a Detroit or Orlando.
Yeah, yeah. But it made for some interesting times, man. We haven't seen a league like this in a long time, and I prefer my league like this as opposed to the three superstar teams that were automatic. Now we're going back to that. It seems we're trending
Yeah,
back to that two superstar team, which is pretty much what we had back in our early '90s run of when we were in that impressionable time. So yeah, I'd rather have the two star than the three because it's more balanced now. It's more balanced. You got your two stars, you got your vets, and you got a couple of rooks.
yeah, and it makes the NBA more fun. It's more
Yeah,
enjoyable to watch. It's like you don't have to just. It's not a predictable box score, you know. So then, whereas it's like, man, I don't have to watch this game to know who's gonna win by the end of the night, because the disparity in between teams ain't what it used to be last year.
yeah, I agree.
So I'm digging that. I'm digging that, man. I am liking that. I mean, but knowing me, I was gonna watch anyway.
True,
I
true.
was definitely gonna watch it anyway. But
So
yeah, man, I'm on line with the way the NBA is looking this year.
so way too early finals predictions.
Ah, um, Clippers, Milwaukee, 6 games. Give me the Clippers.
All right, I'm gonna go Clippers, and oh, we even forgot about Boston in the East too. Um,
No, we
Clippers.
said Boston.
We said Boston. Okay, Clippers.
Yeah, yeah, you called them.
Oh, what? Clippers and it's a toss up for me between Milwaukee and Philly, but I'm gonna
Okay.
go with the intangible on Philly being their size, and I'm gonna say the Clippers in five, maybe no Clippers in six over Philly.
I'm not mad at that.
If if
Definitely not mad at
if
that.
if
Philly looking good.
if Embiid can play at least between 67 and 72 games. If
Yeah,
he can stay healthy for that. Load management is a different thing. But if he can stay healthy for, no, I won't even give him that little, for 72 to 75 games, if he can play those, Philly going to be a beast.
yeah. I'm with you on that. They gotta manage his minutes.
Yeah.
Manage his minutes when it means the most. January, February, March.
Yeah.
Manage the minutes around that time.
I want Milwaukee to get a flexible big. And when I say a flexible big, no shot to the Lopez brothers, but someone that can step out and guard perimeter if they have to. Someone that can make a move off the dribble if they have to. It doesn't
Yeah,
have to be anybody that's a star or anybody like that, but kind of like a Montrezl Harrell type or a
yeah.
man, that's the only one I can think of right now that has that vein. He's transformed his game from Louisville so much, man. He's pretty
He
good.
has,
He's
man.
pretty good.
Yeah.
But a
Because I
Montrezl
mean,
Harrell type.
yeah. Well, before then, he was just man. He was a guy who was just gonna be scrappy on defense. He'll get a couple of putbacks. But
Yep.
now He's definitely he's a different kind of guy.
He is.
He is a different kind of guy right now, and I love it. I love the way he's playing right now. He's hooping.
He is. So
Yeah,
let's close.
he
So
is definitely balling.
let's close out the NBA with once again way too early MVP, Rookie of the Year, six man.
Ah, MVP. This is mm, MVP is tough.
If
I'm
Kawhi,
gonna go.
if Kawhi can play 72 games for me, he will get his first MVP.
It's gonna be tough to give him an MVP because he's surrounded by so much great talent.
But they've been giving it to LeBron forever,
That's true,
and he's been
but
surrounded
that's the
by
reason
great
why.
talent.
Uh, in
Wade,
Miami, yeah,
Wade, Bosch.
yeah,
How many did he win in Miami? Two, three,
two, two.
and he won what? Three or two in Cleveland.
He won one in Cleveland.
One
He
in
only got
Cleveland.
three, right?
I thought he had
Yeah, yeah,
four.
he only got three. Oh, man.
Well, you can't give it to him. You can't give it to LeBron now with KD, with AD, and
Yeah.
you know the. I say
AD and LeBron, yeah.
I say my man get his first one. I say Kawhi get his first one to go with those defensive player of the year and that finals MVPs,
He
I should
could.
say.
He could. It's not out of the realm of possibility. But then I need to see even more than what he's doing now. And he's already playing very, very well.
He is.
But I want my MVP to shoulder the load and shoulder the entire team. So I'm
So you're
going
talking Giannis again.
Giannis. Yep, I'm talking Giannis with a repeat, or maybe maybe Kyrie. I don't think it's crazy and out of the realm of possibility for Kyrie to get this. If Kyrie if Kyrie comes through and he makes Brooklyn like a top 4 seed
That's where I'm at.
without KD.
If Kyrie can get a top, I would even say a top three, not even four. If they get a top three seed, I'll put Kyrie in my mix. And if he doesn't have any move swing or any newsworthy buzz that's not favorable, yeah, I'll put him in that mix as well.
And also another caveat to that, got to be healthy. I need a
That's
healthy
true.
Kyrie.
That's true. Load management is fine for me, but you got to be healthy.
Yeah,
Yeah, so we in
yeah.
the
So I'm good with that.
same page. Rookie of the year, which is going to be kind of tough until we see Zion. We know that's who they want to give it to.
Right, of course. The
But
league is already shifting to.
I'm gonna ride that Tyler wave. I just like his game, man.
I like his game, and that dude is scrappy, bro.
Yeah.
He is scrappy as hell, and I love it. He ain't backing down on offense. On defense. He's aggressive on offense. So I'm liking Tyler Hero. RJ Barrett has looked good. That's who I was forgetting earlier. I like Josh. Josh. So Zion, John Morant, Tyler Hero are my early ones.
And I think Kobe would be in the mix in that 4 or 5 range because he's going to score enough points to be valid.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, you should definitely have that. The way that he's playing, it looks good. It definitely looks good so far. I'm not mad at that at all.
And 6-man Lou Will, I'll just keep giving it to him every year until he retires.
That's not a bad idea. But my man over there is hooping as well in Miami. Coming off the bench. Well, I don't know if he's coming off the bench now. Kendrick Nunn?
No, I think Kendrick Nunn is starting, man. My Illini fan,
He's starting
man.
now?
Yeah, I think he's starting. Wait, he may not be starting,
Yeah.
but he putting up starter numbers. Let's put it that way. He balling.
Yeah, that's why. That's what I'm saying.
He's balling.
So,
but is it sustainable?
So my three. Let's hope.
Because he got pro experience.
Definitely busting. Yeah, he averaging like 22.
That's Simeon too, right?
So I'm going. Yeah, he's Simeon. So I'm going one of the other Simeon boys who kind of led this off with, or who I saw play last night.
My LA man.
Derrick Rose as a six man.
Oh, Derrick Rose.
Yeah, no. The LA kid, he's Tyler.
No,
Nah,
no, no,
he ain't
no.
get enough burner.
The other one. That went to Gonzaga. Oh, what's his name?
And he in LA now?
Is it Poole? Poole, I think his name Poole.
I don't know. I know Poole for Golden State, Jordan Poole. He played at Michigan though.
Oh, this cat. Wait, let me go to the Google, man. He went to Gonzaga,
Mm.
and during the summer he was crossing everybody up in the preseason. I don't even know if he made the
I don't
team.
know.
That's another good question. Let me look this up. You can keep us flowing, man.
Yeah, my three right now is like you said, Lou Williams. I'm going Lou Williams, Derrick Rose, and Kendrick Nunn right now. Those my three
There's a lot of
for
Simeon
six
cats in the
man.
league, man. Well represented.
It is, man, and it's looking good. Yeah, man. Chicago hoops is definitely represented well in the NBA right now. So I'm happy with that. Definitely happy with that. Um, it's going to be interesting to see how Michael Porter Jr. continues to play because he's also another one who can
My
start
bad,
talking,
Zach
getting into that
Norville.
six man talk.
Zach Norville.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But he's on the two way, so he with the defenders right now. Most likely.
Okay.
Zach Norville, another Simeon cat.
Yeah, man. It's we like you said, we represented well in the NBA. We are definitely represented pretty well. I'm happy with that.
Now, what was you saying about Porter?
He could be six man. We can depending on how his game translates, he's looking okay right now. But he can definitely start getting into some six man talk just because um
Well, them light
he's gonna be
skinned
coming off
bones
the
hold
bench
up. That's the
and
problem.
that's
Them light skinned
why you have to
ligaments.
go there? The light not just his body holding up, the light skin bones.
uh, that's
Man.
the issue. But when he's
Yeah,
playing,
that's
he
going
looks good. When he's playing, when I see him in preseason and the spurt that he
yeah,
had the other day, he looked like he's ready. But that body, you never know when your back and your feet at that size, man. Like we always say, when your back and your
yeah.
knees bad at that size, it's hard to stay out there.
It's hard to rebound from that.
Yeah,
And he got so much promise, and it's exactly what Denver needs. Denver needs somebody to come in and be consistent, like invigoration off the bench.
he's that shooter we were talking about. They
Um,
need last year.
Bart not it. Yeah, exactly. Because if Murray is off, if Harris is off, Will Barton is streaky.
Yeah,
He's J.R. Smith. Let's just be honest. Some days he's on, and it's like, yes, this is exactly what we need. And other days he's like, man, what the hell is you doing?
I still wish the
So
Bulls would have kept Harris, man.
man, dog. I mean, cause where is Doug at right now? Indy?
McDermott,
Yeah, is Doug McDermott in Indy?
he on
I think
somebody
he's
end
in
of the
Indiana.
bench.
I ain't sure.
He on somebody.
Man,
Is it OKC?
the dog.
No, he out of OKC.
He might.
He on somebody end of the
No, he
bench. We know
definitely got
that.
an OKC. I think he in Indiana.
Yeah, that sound
I think
right.
he's in Indiana, but I ain't sure.
I'm gonna agree just to agree. He on somebody end of the bench.
But man, the way that if we had Gary Harris on our team right now, I think that changes the dynamic.
Yeah.
We could be a playoff team with Gary Harris on our squad. I think we would definitely be in the mix for that 6, 7, 8.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying that we not now, but it's a stretch.
Yeah, it'll be an easier
I think
road
if you
to.
got much easier road. If we got Gary Harris, I'm like, yeah, we straight now. We in there.
Yeah, I agree. So
Yeah, man.
so we finally got our NBA talk in, man.
Finally, it only took us what 2 or 3 weeks. Finally got it
Man,
in. So it's man, I'm definitely excited for the season. This is going to be another good one to watch, man. We'll see how the landscape of the league changes as the season grows. I mean, because you're gonna have injuries. You're gonna have somebody who just pop out and be like, "Yo, I wasn't expecting this." We're gonna have some unexpected emergence somewhere.
yeah.
We have it every year.
Mm-hmm. A
We have it
run
every
from an
year. So
unlikely.
yeah. We gonna get that. That's the next thing that I want to be able to see.
Now,
Yeah, man. But
lastly,
it's yeah.
what you about to say?
No. Go ahead.
I said, now, lastly, we're a little late on this one, but we still got to talk about it.
Uh
Jesus
oh.
is King.
I liked it. I thoroughly enjoyed the album. If not for one thing over anything else,
Uh
we got Malice and Pusha T and Kenny G
huh.
all on the same track.
Absolutely.
When it comes to composition and the creativity and putting people in the same room that you would have never thought, Kanye is the greatest of all time.
Hmm.
When it comes to arranging music, he is now on the Quincy Jones, Berry Gordy babyface
Ooh,
level.
you don't put him up there with Q.
Yes,
Okay.
he is on the Quincy Jones babyface level when it comes to composing and arranging music. This man is nothing short of a genius. I love it. I love it. I love everything about this album. It's his perspective. So some people may not really necessarily like the way it comes off, but it's him.
And and and
I think it's his perspective,
and
his iteration of what it is.
that's what I don't understand when reading the reviews. They saying, "Oh, it's not a good album. It's not this." There's maybe two tracks that are Kanye. With this particular album, you have to scrap pretty much everything that Kanye has done before this album. Excuse me, because this is a different type of album. This is more of an introspective, retrospective, if you will, of what he's going through to get to this point. So I appreciated
Yeah,
the album as a testimony. He's not telling anyone to you need to, change your life. You need to do this. He's speaking purely for himself of what led him to this point. So I don't understand how music critics can break records down but not have that thought of where he's coming from. To me, the beats are Kanye, the flow is Kanye, the arrangement is Kanye. So what wouldn't you like about it? Is it the message? If it's the message, what's wrong with you?
yeah, really. I mean, because it's not. It's the message is fine.
Yeah.
It's his interpretation and where he's at in his life right now. If first of all, if you in the music business for a decade or more, and if we talking Kanye, he's been in for about 2 decades now.
Yeah.
You have to have and have to expect some sort of evolution. You can't just expect them to give us the same thing over and over because the way that how critical we are when it comes to music, we'd have just been like, it's the same album again, it's the same album again. If he keeps giving us what he's always given us.
Hmm.
So I'm okay with him switching it up, like 808s and Heartbreak, or how he switched it up with Jesus is King, or how he switched it up with uh, Life of Pablo or Yeezus. Those were different sounding, different uh, albums that gave you different feels
Hmm.
based upon where Kanye was at. I'm
Absolutely.
okay with that.
What I'm interested to see is how long he stays in this wave or in this vein. Because when I looked it up, the next album, and this is tentative, it always changes with Kanye, is Jesus is Lord. So that's the next one in whatever this is he's doing. I'm here for it. I thought the featurings were on point, man. I still
Features
got
was
I,
cold.
I still got some of the quirks from his wordplay when he said y'all was waiting for Yandy, but God did the laundry. I'm like, okay, that's dope. So
Yeah, that was
I
fresh.
still got wordplay. I still got the production was on point to me. I don't care what nobody say. The arrangements of the
The
choirs,
production was the best part.
everything was
Yeah,
dope to me. I wouldn't give it a 5 out of 5, but it's definitely unwrapped, and it's definitely at least a 4 out of 5 for me.
definitely unwrapping it. I don't know if this is. I might have this outside of my top 10 albums. I
Okay.
don't know. I would have to sit down and play with it. And go back over the catalog of what we've gotten this year. Um, I tell you right now, unless somebody comes out with something just straight up crazy banger, my top two is solidified. You can almost etch it in stone and it's not moving.
Yeah, you and
With
I
Big
both.
Crit
Yeah,
and Rhapsody.
yeah,
So those two is firmly at my top, especially after going to see him live. Crazy.
yeah.
But I this is a good album. This was a very good album. I'm with you. I definitely give it a 4. I'm rapping it. I've played it a lot. My only real dig is I thought it was short. You already know how I am.
Yeah, I do.
27 minutes ain't enough for me.
I
It's
do.
fun really quick, but it's an easy listen.
Hmm.
So that's the good part is just like you vibe out and those 27, 30 minutes come around real quick and you like, damn, I'm back
That's
at the top.
that's what's stopping me from giving it a 5. And I love short albums, but this one, well,
Yeah,
maybe I should give it a 5 because it left me wanting more. So I should knock it for that.
I did want more, but it played quick and it played smooth, but it almost played too quick.
Yeah, all them joints, the
It
Chick
played
Fil
a
A
little
joint,
too quick for me.
all of them was dope
Yeah,
to me. Everything.
yeah. I mean, because here's the thing is this played very quickly, but so did Little Brother. But Little Brother didn't play like it was rushed.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Jesus is King felt like it played quickly. It was a smooth listen, but it almost was like it just rushed to the end for me. But ultimately, it was still a good album.
On this one, even with the Ye project, he was it Ye? What's the name of the last album? Ye?
Yeah, yeah. No, no,
No, it
was it
wasn't.
Yay or no? It was the one with
With the mountains on it.
the mountains on it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So the summer
Was it called
series.
Yay? It was Yay. It was called
Okay,
Yay. It was called
okay.
Yay.
So the only two things about those albums that rubbed me the wrong way, I like Ye. A lot of people didn't like Ye. I like that album too. Um, is that the songs sounded complete to me. So when they were over, they were over. But so
Yeah,
that's what 2 minutes and probably 45 seconds, too many 50 seconds. He didn't extend it to that 3 minute and 15 of just repeating the hook or extending the
yeah,
instrumental like other records do. Once it was over, it was straight into the new song. It wasn't no playing around.
yeah.
It wasn't no
It
skit
was
in
kind of
between.
abrupt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was straight Chick-fil-A new song.
yeah. That's exactly it. That is exactly it. But the album was dope, man. The album was fresh to me. I like the obviously the use this gospel. That's the clip joint
Hmm.
with Kenny G.
Yeah.
But Follow God was dope. Um, what else was it?
You know,
On God.
you
I
know,
like that
you,
one.
you know what I like about that Clips joint? Pusha T, by no means, and he's said this several times, is where Malice is right now.
Right.
But their verses together, even though they're in different moments in their lives in terms of how they quote unquote, lack of a better word, living it, his flow was the perfect yin to Malice's yang, where he was saying that he's not perfect, he's not trying to be something like that. Then when Malice come in with his verse, well, no Malice, I should say, come in with his verse, it complement each other. It was dope to me, and it wasn't one of their best verses together. It wasn't even either their best verse of everything that they did, but this was probably the
Yeah,
one that I've listened to the most. Was like, this is so hard in its simplicity, man. So hard in its
yeah. And
simplicity.
and because it just meshed together so well, man. It didn't have to be, oh, here come my shorty. It didn't have to be, it didn't have to be super lyrical for either of them, but it just went together so well. What's up, man?
What's that?
Wow,
What's?
wow. He got on the Hawk mask.
Oh, okay. That's my boy Twos.
He amped up. Yeah,
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 so
man. So
it was a solid effort, man. Man, I enjoyed it, man. I gave it a couple spins. Like, normally I do about five. This one controlled the weekend. It didn't get as much as Little Brother, but it controlled the weekend.
oh no, oh no. Little Brother is another one that I don't know if I'm gonna put it three, but it's definitely top five.
Who you gonna
No
put at
way,
three?
Little Brother falls out of my top five. I
It
don't know. It might be three. It might be
it
three. I
might
gotta,
be
like I said, I gotta
three,
sit with it. It's probably three, but I gotta sit with it.
but
Let me
I
sit with
I've
it.
sent you a lot of albums you haven't even listened to yet.
Griselda, the Griselda boys is, man, they did the
I
thing.
sent you
So
Conway's new joint.
that's
You ain't
what
listened to it yet.
the who?
I sent you Conway's new album. You ain't listened to it yet.
I did listen to the Conway.
The new one.
I definitely listened to it. The look what I became. I definitely spun that.
Oh, when I listened to it the other day, I ain't see your name under the because it pop up under the also listen to.
Yeah,
I,
on
I
the yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
ain't see your name on there.
Go go back and look. I definitely spun that. That's the thing. That's the thing that makes me struggle with. I don't know. Little Brother probably is three, but Griselda has been heavy this year. So the Conway joint has definitely been getting a ton of spins. Wale been getting a ton of spins. But then the Smoke and Benny EP,
Who that was so
I've been
hard,
on that
man.
heavy too.
That's so
I've
hard.
been on that one
Who
too.
that was so hard.
So, flagrant. It is flagrant, bro. So those ones is right up there with me too.
My
I
top ten,
probably
my top
go,
10 list. You're gonna be surprised, but I got some stuff in there because I listen to
yeah,
everything, man.
you do.
But it ain't the. I'm gonna say now,
I,
it's not no R&B in there because ain't no good R&B dropped. For me, to my liking.
nah, yeah,
But yeah, my
nothing
rap
really,
joints
nothing
is
really came out that was crazy.
yeah, my rap joints is crazy.
Did Chris Brown drop this year?
Who?
That Indigo was that this year, right?
Who?
Yeah, Chris Brown's album was good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Brown. That's the one R&B album that was good, but I mean that joint was 198 minutes long.
Yeah, it
So
was too long. I would have
it
listened to
was
Tank,
it was a little
but
too
not
long.
after his exploits. I ain't even can't even rock with him, man.
Yeah, I'm a little lost on the tank. I'm straight on that one. He was I was like, dog, you said that, it's recorded now. People gonna repeat this forever.
In
They got
infamy.
memes of you and everything already. Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Crazy enough though, this Nas is probably getting pushed out of my top five. As dope as it was, Nas probably won't make my top five with the way Griselda campaign, the way um, Wale and Lil Brother came.
I'm gonna go back and listen to the
Nas
Wale
probably out
because
of
you
my
keep
top five.
saying the Wale. I didn't even finish it. I couldn't even finish it, man. I'm gonna go back and listen to it.
You couldn't finish it, as in like
No,
you had to
man.
turn it off because it was bad,
I had to
or
turn it off because everything just sounded the same to me. It was monotonous. He doesn't change his flows for me. It's always da 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 da. Yeah.
oh
It got
man,
boring to me.
really?
Yes.
Give it another spin. Give it another
And I
spin. It may
always
or may
said that.
not change your
I've
mind.
always said that about Wale. The flow, it's a dope flow, but it doesn't change. It's like Jewel Santana. If Jewels doesn't change his flow for me, it becomes the same thing. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
that
but
same
I get
energy.
that because Joel's is kind of punchy though.
Yeah.
Joel's has always been a little, I might be a little biased when it comes to Wale because I've always loved that underdog mentality about him.
Hmm.
He's one to me who's never got his just due for how dope he is. So that may be
Hmm.
my affinity for Wale. So
And it just sounds like spoken word to me. Like these are real poems, not even raps. These sound like legit, spoken word. I'm just gonna throw some beats behind them. And then, baby, let me get you,
oh,
let
they
me rub you up, and
definitely
let me turn the TV on while we watch this and do. Like, dude, I want some raps. Like, I know the
they
difference.
definitely formed. He got some raps in there though.
Yeah, he
They are
do,
definitely
he
formed.
do. But
Yeah.
as a ear to hip hop, and we are considered connoisseurs, I can tell like when an MC, like when Most Def is reciting a poem other than him rapping, and all of
Okay.
Wale's stuff seem like they form from poems. I'm just gonna add a hook in to make it a rap now.
All right. You wanna hit a differentiation in between the two. So
Yes.
if it's poems on some like uh man, what's my favorite joint that you got like the poem? Um the joint with Marshall and Brosen.
I don't think I
Well,
made
that
it that
don't
far.
narrow it down. He got a couple.
Yeah.
That don't narrow it down for me. And I'm drawing a blank right now.
I don't think I made it past track 6, to be
But,
honest.
oh, you gotta. Oh no, I wasn't even talking about this album with
Oh,
Marshall.
okay.
But go back and listen. Past track six. Go. Oh man, we gotta top it up. We gotta top it up because you tripping. He had some bangers in the top six. So yeah, man. Um, Black Girl Magic was number 5. That was crazy.
Yeah, I like that one.
That
I
he,
like Black
I
Girl
love the
Magic.
way the first one he jumped it off with. To me, that was amazing. On Chill is dope, but it's a single, so it's like, I've been hearing this for a few months already.
Yeah,
Not that I skip it, I still play it because it's a dope track. And Jeremiah did what Jeremiah does. So I like that. They got a really good sound together.
they do. They
But
do.
all in all, this is a good album. I like it.
All right, I'm gonna give it another spin before
Wale,
we do that end of the year.
got to. Wale probably makes my top 5 right about now.
Mm. Okay.
So give it another spin. We're usually on the same way.
Yeah.
So give it another spin. It may or may not change your mind. Because I will say this. I understand exactly what you're saying about he gets into his Def Poetry jam, and I dig that.
Yeah.
So I see what you're saying. I feel you on that part.
All
Yeah,
right,
man.
man.
But it's give that a spin. We obviously gonna be waiting on some new music. We still got a couple more months before we close the year out. Well, not a couple more months, even though we just started November. But we got a little more time. We got a little more time to hopefully get some more stuff to make a harder decision for us at the end of the year.
You right, man. Well, that's all I got, bro.
That's all I got, man. And I promise it will not be this long until we get 34 in the book. We took a very long break there. We had a lot going on,
A
but
lot going on.
even
Congratulations in order.
thank you, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Everybody out there who listen, who don't know, I'm off the market. It's over with. I'm tearing it down. I got me a ball and chain.
Well, I'm still on the market, and I'm thinking I'm going on sale. So anybody that's, I'm talking about everything must go sale, a fine sale, boy.
Oh man, everything must go. There's liquidation.
Should no
There's
did out
liquidation over here.
for real, for
That's trying to
real.
get told.
Clearance. End of the year, going out of business sale,
Oh
boy.
man.
For real.
Oh man. So thank you, brother. I appreciate the well wishes and all that. And
Yeah, it was a
we gonna
dope
work
night,
on your
man.
situation.
It was a dope night, bro.
Yeah,
It
man.
was good.
I definitely enjoyed it. Definitely enjoyed it.
All right,
Well,
maybe
man,
next
we're
week.
gonna jump off into episode 34. We definitely getting into it next week. I can't allow us to go this long no more. I know. I take the run of the blame for this because yeah, it's
No,
usually my fault.
but it's a legit business going down, man. Even with work schedules, everything. We always had dates set, but then work would come in, and then other
Yeah.
obstacles, unbeknownst to us. But we'll get them in. Maybe next week I'll make that trip up and get a live one in, man.
Oh snap! He coming over west.
Get that trip in. I can give you a trip in, man.
No doubt. I'm definitely with it, brother.
Well, all right, man. That's all I got, man. We went through the NBA. We went through Pops, rest in
Pop.
peace. We went through Kanye Solid album. We went through a couple of our other joints. Be sure to follow us on all social platforms to listen to audio. We on Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, Spotify. Video coming soon on YouTube. We do still place on YouTube, but the video isn't there because, of course, we're doing remote once again. Also, follow us on Twitter. Everything is at the Wrap Up Pod.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
At the Wrap Up Pod.
and SoundCloud as well. So that's it, man.
Thank
We
y'all
gravy.
for rocking with us. Absolutely, it's a bow on this one. Thank y'all for still tuning in. Even our man who gave us a 2-star because of the audio on the Apple Pod. I understand where you're coming from, bro. You're killing us on the rating.
Yeah, man. He gave us the first one under 5, man. He gave us our first one under 5, man. But I understand
it's all good, man. I respect it. I respect the rating. If you dropped a comment, that means it meant something.
Yeah.
You're still listening. So whoever he is, or she, I think it's a guy though.
Yeah. But you got to catch it. It's just like on the radio. When they have somebody call in on the radio, that audio ain't always perfect. The call will even drop. We ain't got no call drops. Just the audio kind of, the audio kind of, and on the fly, you can't really clean that up. So we get it the best way we can, but we're going to get you all back to the norm with our videos and everything and good solid sound, us in a room together. But we've been making it work. Some people couldn't tell, some could. But, as long as you're listening and leaving any type of feedback, we appreciate it. And we do what we can to make the show better.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with us. It's a wrap on 33. And we're going to catch y'all next week for 34, all right?
Yeah.
Peace.
Yep.